Hi, welcome to the Mollie New Works Festival 2020. We're really appreciative of all of you guys coming in and catching us. We've been busy with a week with the writers and actors, and we're just delighted to be sharing this from all across the United States. Tonight we'll be stage reading Rosanna Staffa's new play, The Falcon, directed by Matthew Beyer and featuring Randy Nugent, Matthew Beyer, Julian Roberts, Elizabeth Zeff with Dan Sullivan reading stage directions. There'll be a short discussion after, an interactive discussion with any participant having questions with the writer or the actors or director. And without further ado, The Falcon by Rosanna Staffa.
A small room in chaos. Giovanni Boccaccio in a ratty dressing gown drinks, writes, crumples the pages, drinks.
Brace myself. I have to brace myself. A blizzard of ideas is on its way. Big ideas. I feel it.
Fierce knocks at the door.
I'll pay you rent, you rat.
More and more knocks, a clamor of angry voices.
I'll pay. A masterpiece is on its way. You must be crazy interrupting me.
Boccaccio raises his arms to the sky.
Mercury, God so dear to my inspiration. Say something, I'm right here. Giovanni Boccaccio. Remember me? I need a good story, fast, any story. I'm not fussy. Did I mention a lady in it? And a little murder even? Mind? Why should I mind a plague in it? What a coincidence. I was just thinking about boils.
The woods, light mist, the calling of nymphs who play in the woods. We glimpse a flutter of their flowing clothes. Cupid, the god of love, enters. A slightly bloated, older cherub is preceded by a nymph who is holding a mirror to him. Cupid sits on a tree stump, scratching his hairy gut.
Who has biceps as firm as mine?
Nobody.
Mercury? Maybe.
Your biceps are perfect.
Say it more seductively, more, what are you looking at, my chickadee?
Down there. Cupid, dear master, see that? Hear it?
Uh-huh. Perishable. All perishable. I can't see a thing I haven't seen before. Luckily, I forget it the moment later. Memory, what a latrine. A shark couldn't live in it. Here,
Offering them.
the first grapes of spring.
In Olympus, they look like paper mache.
Well, what do you want, raven of mine?
Please let me go to Earth. I want to eat their food. Here I weigh less than a spider, less than light. I want to see my shadow. I want to rage, insomnia, a bed of thorns, and me in love. I want to feel love like a mortal. I'll take an old man, any man.
You had plenty.
It didn't mean a thing. I was a nymph. I want to smell roses that will die and smell them while they die. Time never touches me, not even a graze. Even birds know months and seasons, minutes that seem like hours, and me?
You'll look at death in the eyes, and then?
Then I'll return.
How? An old maid here? You may not. There are no humans here, only heroes.
Well, I'll be a hero then.
How?
What will you do, my nightingale?
Tame bulls like Hercules? Fight the Greeks like Ulysses?
Can't I try? Can I practice first, maybe?
No practice. Life is for beginners only.
Cupid cups her face in his palms.
You'll fall in love. Men will tear your heart to pieces like wild dogs, my hummingbird. You want to be with those morons? No more Cupid.
It'll hurt a little.
Cupid rips a twig from a branch and chases the nymph, bringing her to her knees.
How, little vile scum? I gave you the place of honor at my side, and you want to leave me, your god, your master.
Yes, sir.
Go, you nighthawk, you vulture. Get out of here.
Will you remember me when I'm gone? In a clear night, will my thoughts rise to you like smoke?
Like the stench from a heap of fresh dung.
Will you recognize that fresh dung?
Moment.
Wonder who you are, dear. Who are you? Dearest dung, who are you?
Cupid kisses the nymph on her forehead.
You're gone already. Goodbyes are said. Go, who do you love best, goldfinch or mine?
You,
Say it one more time, one last time.
as you wish. You.
All right, it's your choice. Be born
Man, woman, what will I be?
a falcon.
A bird?
A falcon? Oh yes, admirable fellow, can swoop at wolves, and the Chinese use the feathers of the tail to cure smallpox.
Smallpox? I want love.
You'll know love. A bird has a heart, don't forget that. Just like them. You'll stagger through the days and the nights just like them. You'll get your heart. A good, clean killing. Go. My heart was moving with your breathing, you remember? Go at once. I'm so glad, I'm so glad.
A crash of cymbals, the nymph is gone. Cupid hits the bush with his twig in rage, sending birds scampering off in flight. He sits, exhausted. Boccaccio runs in, chased by the voices of angry creditors.
You'll be paid off. Wait till morning, hyenas. I will have a masterpiece worth my weight in gold. You fools, if you kill me, I'll never pay you back.
The clamor from the creditors subsides in the distance.
Lord have mercy, they wish to skin me alive. Screams ring through the woods. Death. Boccaccio is a corpse. Heavens, my heart is not in it.
Boccaccio contemplates where he is, confused.
Melodrama?
Cupid keeps sipping ambrosia, morose.
Sir, my name is Giovanni Boccaccio. No long speeches. I'll tell you right off, I'm pressed for time.
What now?
I'm pursued by a murderous crowd, a butcher, a cobbler, a landlord, and a hangman tagging along for training. Wait, look at this. This is Olympus, is it? Looks strange. I won't lie to you, dusty. Olympus. I thought it would be full of crazy drunk nymphs. Is that a chicken over there? But where's Mercury? Mercury! Mercury! Mighty God, here I am!
Tisk tisk, mighty Mercury?
Gave me story after story. Admirable fellow. I'm crazy about him. I need a tale right now. Catastrophe is at the door. Mercury! Mercury! Quick! I need something. Warring men, swords, bloodshed, cruelty of fate. Terrifying. The public laps it up. Mercury! Where is he?
Mercury? Gone. An errand of some sort. Frankly, I think he retired with an excuse.
Retired?
Sure, nobody wanted a thing to do with his like.
I'm finished. All I wanted was a story.
Sadly, wrong god, you die.
Fancy me dead. No use for Boccaccio. I'm food for wolves. Ever tasted human flesh?
Flesh. I am a god.
A god?
Precisely.
You are a god, you said?
The god of love himself. Don't you see?
Cupid? Act a love story right this minute.
You said war.
No problem. It's the same. A ruthless chase. The one to lose is taken into slavery.
Boccaccio puts his arm around Cupid's shoulders, fervidly chummy.
Listen carefully. It's all clear. I see my silly mistake now. It is Cupid I need.
Not Mercury. You sure?
Without a doubt. My one and only God. I've been calling you all my life. In vain, but no quibbles.
Boccaccio takes the cup from Cupid's hand, sets it down.
Let's get going, my friend. Let's begin.
What shall we do?
Anything. I'd sell my soul to the devil if I believed in it for a good spell of inspiration.
Devil. Unusual name. Prickly. There is a gentleman women call a devil. He's actually just a silly rascal Federigo.
A brief vision of Federigo leisurely combing his mustache.
Fine, perfect, Federigo. Mousy name, fine. Anybody will do, anybody at all. Get him out here. Can we get a move on?
With what?
The story. You were giving me a story.
Ah, that. Precisely. Yes, I invited you to Olympus because...
Federigo enters leisurely in hunting attire, leading his falcon, a winged being with a hood covering his head.
That's why.
This guy?
He looks okay to me.
Well, that's the problem. Okay is a disaster for a story. Is he in trouble at all?
No.
Well, does he have syphilis at least? A fistula? A secret wish?
Alas, our man is at peace.
Wealthy?
That too.
Pester his soul immediately. A little itch, a quickness of the nerves, undo his balance, and let's watch while he staggers and falls.
I wouldn't know.
A god always knows what to do, yes?
Naturally, yes. Let's see. How about, he's here for an amorous encounter. Masked as a hunting trip.
Masked, yes.
Yes. Oh, good.
Masked, why? A cuckold husband?
Good guess. That's what I had in mind.
All right, what's her name?
Lara, Elmira.
Elmira, of course. Looks exotic. She's a bride from a faraway country, longing for her home. Longing in general, I should say.
Boccaccio starts writing quickly.
Hurry, my ink is flowing. Let's have Elmira run here, panting.
We see Elmira running in.
Wait, shall we play a little trick to Federigo?
Elmira stops.
A trick? Immediately.
I have it. Another woman. She arrives before Elmira.
A stranger to Federigo, as beautiful as, oh, whatever.
She arrives first.
Elmira pouts.
Federigo cannot see her face.
Federigo thinks he's talking to Elmira. Good trick, my mighty friend.
Elmira shuffles away, crossed.
Oh, it's nothing. I used to do this old chestnut of a trick as a young god in training. What laughter, what merriment. One time.
Enough, hurry.
Federigo sets his falcon for hunting, falcon and man in sync, lovingly anticipating a shared pleasure when a distant music is heard.
Look at the beauty of this hunting falcon. What a wonder.
Can't stop now. Go on.
Whose story is this?
Yours.
If you please. As I was saying, the falcon is a beauty.
A small cortege, Giovanna, on a palanquin, distant, distracted. A gauzy curtain shields her from view. She is preceded by a juggler. She is followed by musicians and music.
Ah, a lady, and pensive to boot. A little melancholia is the salt of a bland daily fare. Hear her sigh? See the languor in her eye? She's bored. Now there's the mixture for a storm to rage. Or not.
Or not.
Why is fortune looking away? My life is not poetic. I wish for fine distraction, tempestuous waves, longing and disdain. I wish to call life hell before gray hair makes me invisible.
Boccaccio turns to Cupid.
Get him!
Cupid loads his arrow, shoots. Federigo goes to Giovanna, cannot see her clearly through the curtains, believes it is Elmira, pretends it is a chance encounter, their usual boy.
Delighted greetings, fair stranger.
Dear God, somebody.
Chance made our path cross.
Chance has no mercy. My piece is gone. Who is there?
Federigo inches closer.
Federigo degli Alberghieri. What's all this music? Why so noisy?
Gives me a decent stretch of shelter from nosy people who lap up my time and spit it out, annihilate it.
You were in a rush to come, is that so?
Just a wish to keep away the chatting fools.
How clever of you, and such a perfect disguise for your intentions.
So it was.
Soon it'll be time to part.
I've had my fill.
Giovanna pulls the curtain aside, observes Federigo and his confusion.
Federigo, you said?
Degli Alberghi.
A name filled with mirth and consonance.
The world does give me joy, madam.
Stand firm in this conviction.
But surely you so must be happy.
And how? And why?
Say something.
Give me a hand with this.
Hurry! Shut up, this high and mighty butcher of mirth, damn you! You got here. I'm in my happy kingdom. Do something.
Yes, mustn't get discouraged.
Get her out of here.
And how be happy, sir, may I ask?
Boccaccio writes frantically and mouths the words while Federigo speaks.
It's easy enough. Don't wed fairness with thought. Don't stir up a longing you cannot rule. And every day thank the night for coming with gifts. Thank the night down on your knees. Fill the night with wondrous sounds and greet the day with memories your tongue cannot even name. And a happy mood will find its way to your heart of its own accord.
Hark! The call of a tomcat on the loose, grazing on catnip and mischief.
Boccaccio stops writing, contradicted.
The wretched mortals. There's no hiding here and there from their moralizing.
Me? You most certainly misunderstood.
So long. I am very tired, sir.
She's leaving. All is lost.
You said get her out of here.
I was a raging god.
Raging?
I see the raging of thoughts when I look in your eyes, and I am afraid, madam, you'll fall on a heap under their claws.
And what of it?
That's not right.
Tear her heart. Tear something.
Federigo rips the hood off the falcon's head.
Watch, my falcon. Mind you, he won't hunt for anyone else but me. May I distract you? A little hunt? Watch. A bit of hunting pumps the circulation like sitting astride a tiger. Look at my falcon feathers, the hues vermilion, ruby, green, emerald. It is gray, all right, it is. Still, his flight resurrects spirits. His wings write the poem of a most daring journey in the sky. We can do what you wish.
Sure thing.
I grant that.
I want to be surrounded by silence. Silence so deep a ghost would find its way to my mind and find it to his liking.
Oh, damn.
How shall I do that?
Think.
Let's cross the bridge, then.
Federigo is silent. Giovanna pulls the curtain shut. The cortege crosses the bridge, exits.
Where did she go?
Where did she go?
What is this? She didn't see my longing. This fever in my blood makes me sour, not happy at all.
The falcon, shaken, goes to Federigo.
Is the woman's power so fierce your hands shake, my master?
My hand? Very true.
My lord, alas, shaking hands.
Shaking hands.
A sprinkle of fear.
Of fear.
Yes. A hunger to see her again. It's a ravenous...
Enough!
He's ready to follow in her footsteps, like a famine victim after a loaf of bread.
No, silly beast. I'm free, don't you see?
I see, my dearest lord, and when I'll close my eyes tonight, I'll still see.
Hold tight to me. Hurry, my friend. I need help. I'm crying out for a little amusement immediately. What do you want to do?
I want to kill, my dearest master, rip flanks open, taste blood, and ensky your heart and mine are alone together. I want to kill, my dearest master.
Go. Fly. Kill! I wish to watch a battle where I can see who wins, who fails.
Wow! Let the falcon do his bidding. Great scene.
Can't she want something else?
No, it's perfect. Don't interrupt the story now.
I feel sorry. This silly child is...
Distracting you? I'm supposed to stand here and watch my story sink because a god desires a little nymph? We are grown men.
Boccaccio turns away, crossed. Cupid fumes, cocks his bow, and sends an arrow flying right to Boccaccio.
Ah!
What is it, dear friend?
I feel a fire, a poison of despair.
What's this frenzy?
I don't know. I have to go, but where?
I wonder.
Giovanna! Yes, I must.
Oh, hush. Calm down and let Giovanna be. Even her smile is poison. There is no laugh to be had from her, so
I
no.
am positive the story demands that I.
My writer, there's business here to be finished.
I don't care about the business here, not an ounce.
Come on, Elmira. What am I to do with her?
Elmira appears, standing still, waiting.
To hell with her.
Elmira struggles against an invisible force.
The young lady is waiting, and she's a beauty.
Pooh.
Give her a look. Perk, saucy.
She's not here. She's sick at home and couldn't come.
Elmira falls to the ground, coughing.
What a waste of marvelous flesh and blood.
No, not sick. She's late. She runs.
Elmira runs.
What speed, what knees, powerful elbow work. Atlanta herself couldn't. Well, what are you going to do with her?
Oh, have her drop dead.
Elmira stops in mid-action, reluctant, still waiting for a final word.
Dead?
Murdered.
Elmira drops dead.
Oh, this is the big idea.
Nay, poor thing.
Elmira gets up.
Shall we proceed at last?
Whatever.
Elmira rushes in, flushed.
Elmira!
My precious, why so surprised?
Oh dear, oh dear.
I can barely speak myself. Too much emotion.
And what now? There is torment in doing and equally in not doing. Your heart agrees and disagrees with each one of your thoughts.
I cannot breathe.
Oh God, what is to be done?
In the face of a burning fire, jump in, ask me no more. Rush to love, meet your fate.
Love! Love! What's skin but a sack? What's the sky but a maze of planets made of stone?
What? You say what?
You heard.
Federico? Federico, you seem distracted.
There you have it. I am distracted. Manly cares.
Federico rushes to hide what he feels, but also hungers for this explanation to be true.
Oh, those.
My foolish child, my dearest, we're not talking, oh, those here. We're talking of a riotous crowd bent on looting and hanging on their way to my core.
Kiss me. Gather your thoughts with a kiss.
Not kissing her.
Yes.
It's a perfect place. The wind is silent and the air calm here.
It is.
Apart from this faint music in the distance, I would say it's Madonna Giovanna and her cortege.
Oh, is Giovanna her name? Giovanna. Ah.
You know her?
The lady who looks at you unblushing. Oh my God. I don't know her at all. Oh, quite right, I don't. I don't.
Good. All men would be happy to be dying fish in her net.
Under her very eyes, your heart sinks in your chest, lower and lower, till it grovels in the dirt.
He's poisoned. He's burning.
Great.
Quickly remove the burden from his heart. I see the joke has gone too far.
Oh, but the joke has barely started.
You do know her?
Barely. She's married, I assume.
She is, to a sickly man.
Ah, sickly. Married for money, then.
Oh, not that dreamer. She loves him dearly, and he loves her back. With his frail arms, he lifts her to the skies, and they laugh like children. I saw that done with my very eyes.
Federico turns away, deeply disturbed.
No, look at me. Let love carry you where it wishes. Don't try to control yourself. One must follow the call of love.
Good joke, the little fellow.
I am bold in quite a few quivering hearts.
This man will have its way.
Why not?
Why make Giovanna love this peacock? Why make her stoop?
Water runs in my veins, not blood.
There, for a fool, he has some sense.
Who am I to challenge the God of love? The God of love who makes every wonder. Me? How could I?
He's marvelous.
Go for the burning fire.
I'm trembling like a silly girl.
Hide in the arms your desire. Run to the arms of your love.
Yes! Run, Federigo! Run!
Emboldened, Federigo runs off to chase Giovanna, leaving a dumbfounded Elmira behind, arms outstretched. Boccaccio is equally smarting to rejoin his elusive character, Giovanna.
Can we go now? Giovanna is just about forgotten.
Nah,
What is she going to do?
you do what you want with her.
Well, I don't know who she is yet.
Federigo and Boccaccio are both in love, lost. They pace, crossing paths, tormented.
How bright must my flame be to call her to me? What shall I be to change her heart? Peacock, lion, gazelle, a monkey child. What shall this man be?
Let's go. I can't let the grip of my story fade, even if her nails start to scratch.
Boccaccio rushes off to Giovanna while Cupid pants behind him, cursing his task.
Lucky the other gods, their light tasks. My sister Dawn is only summoned to do her chore once a day.
Cupid loses ground, scene shifts, Giovanna lies on the bed.
The pregnancy is lost, my dearest.
The cherubs disappear in the sky in a cloud of golden dust.
If I could steal a wish from God, my child, it would be thee. How little would I need for you and me? A little space on earth with leaves and flowers for cover. I would bear you in the wild, ask only for a cloud as shelter from the heat. And I would kiss you, my little lamb, and stroke your hair. I'd feed you wind and songs, and like a thief I'd lie down only at night. If I could steal one wish from God, my child, it would be thee.
Dear God, give her her wish. Sacred water, if you may.
Cupid catches up with Boccaccio, panting.
Oh, sir. Boccaccio, what is it, my friend?
I don't know. Beasts are feasting on my entrails, searching for warmth, and they find them so succulent that they're working their way to my heart.
How did this happen?
I don't know. Dearest Cupid, you were right all along. I must tear myself away. Let's leave Giovanna. Dear God, there is harm in her very name, I say. It's all seemed a child's game. Quick, we must go to Federigo immediately.
Huh?
This instant!
Scene shifts. Federigo is sitting at a table in an inn under a pergola. He's drinking. The Falcon sits sadly by him, eyeing the sky. The sky used to be the fair maiden for both, to conquer daily and to rejoice in, no strings attached.
My heart puts me to shame, and still I want her.
But really and truly, sir, I recommend you start by looking alive. Come on! A bold adventure. The pay is pride. Storm the fort. Giovanna must surrender.
You know, she's quite a brave little soul.
Let's get to work. Don't worry. A river still hopes for the freedom of spring under the grip of ice. It flows and gurgles under its trap.
The problem is, she might go to extremes.
Someone has to.
A feast! Prepare a feast! Don't women love them?
We see a feast, music, dance, jugglers, a clown, tables laden with food. The crowd parts for a moment to let the musicians in. We see Giovanna there, smiling, distant. She is pregnant. We see Federigo paying for the feast, painfully. Money, then precious objects. Federigo walks to Giovanna, hopeful, but we see Giovanna still talking to her maid. She nods to Federigo for a moment in response to his words. Then Giovanna resumes her quiet chatter with her maid. Cupid and Boccaccio prod each other anxiously.
Look at Giovanna, so calm, beautiful. Is she happier now? Is she?
Is she interested?
Of course, yes. In what?
Federigo, we're in the business of love, my friend.
After a moment, Giovanna turns to leave with her maid. Federigo alone, he paces in the dark. Boccaccio is a bit proud of Giovanna not being lured so easily.
My friend Federigo, not all women find you so enticing. Dressing in silk is not enough this time.
Come on, get something going. There's no backing away now. Summon his friend, quick, we need ideas.
The Falcon comes in again.
Ideas. I'm starving. I want to go sit somewhere and eat.
A banquet! Throw a banquet in honor of the new season. Tomorrow, the day after, immediately, lay siege to her. A lavish banquet. Quick, a woman's mouth loves delicacies as much as her heart loves songs.
It cannot be accomplished so quickly. The feast has saddled me with debt. I must be given time to sell properties.
Is it a yes or a no?
Yes, of course. 2 banquets and a celebration for spring or whatever. Just give me a little time.
We see the celebrations for a moment. Giovanna again soon leaves.
Let's have a killing of some sort. It's not food. If not food, blood. What else?
A tournament. Horses.
How many?
Enough to dazzle her. Horses, knights.
The money is running out, alas. I am left with my palace alone.
Giving up?
No!
Oh!
We see a tournament and Giovanna among the people watching. The maid is holding a baby. Then dark and Federigo is alone again.
And now she has had a child.
The story demands it.
How so?
Hard to explain.
I demand an explanation.
All right. I wanted her to have her wish. All right?
Aha!
The argument is interrupted by cries. The servants are leaving Federigo, slamming doors and pillaging what they can from his home in the form of back pay.
When friends brag about their money and conquest, I don't care. So I'm losing it all, so who cares?
But he does, he's afraid. He's only a dandy after all. We see him how tenderly his few dear belongings lovingly touch the table and chairs ready to be carted away. He sits and rests his head on his folded arms, then springs up.
The only thing I could succeed at is death. Courage, Federigo!
Federigo walks outside. Cupid as beggar approaches Federigo.
Sir,
I have nothing to give you. There is no hope for me. I am a leaf afraid at every breeze.
oh, you cannot possibly be as dejected as the lady.
I am. Much more.
Giovanna.
Giovanna? What? What news of her are you bringing?
I just heard. The poor lady is a widow.
No husband?
A widow.
Say it to all! Scream it to the 4 winds!
The beggar obliges, repeats to the 4 directions.
Lady Giovanna is a widow today!
Federigo beams, searches his pockets, overjoyed, and gives the stunned beggar all the money left on him.
Sir, your generosity.
Let Giovanna hear of it. I'm selfless. I'm generous. All that and more. Run, sing my praises at every corner. Make noise about it.
Federigo gives his cloak to the beggar.
Let her know. May love, the vulture that has been eating me alive, give me a morsel of joy.
Federigo is feverish with desire to entertain Giovanna, but with what? He's out of money. Federigo walks about in a panic. The Falcon and Federigo sit in the forlorn palace.
How shall I get to her? What can I offer?
Not much is left. Nothing is left, really, but me and you.
Federigo observes the Falcon intently.
You are a marvelous beast.
We have shared times of great joy.
Federigo moves away, tortured.
Well, he could propose.
I don't object. She asked for blood and flesh, skin and eyes, all hers. Have it all, you foolish child. Give her emphysema, her uncles. Give her...
Things go through my mind. I should blush.
I am at your service, sir.
You, a spectacle? You noble friend.
Save her, quick!
Her? Is that her indeed? Still her?
I am at your service, sir.
No. No.
Pray, let me have the honor to entertain the woman you love so.
My dearest friend.
Let me have the honor to win her heart for you.
Silly child.
Giovanna watches the spectacle of the falcon, and so is her little boy. The sickly child is in her arms, wrapped in a blanket.
Oh, what a mistake for me to be born as a boy. I like to fly over a tree, upon a tree, and when I go with the mother upstairs at night, and we watch the stars, I wish the stars would be jealous of me, who can fly.
After the spectacle, Giovanna and the little boy leave after a gentle nod to Federico. The scene shifts. Federico is now living in a small hut in the country, destitute. His only companion is the falcon. The maid of Giovanna comes back to knock on his door. Federico is surprised.
What brings you here?
Well, sir.
Do come inside.
The maid hesitates.
Is poverty so scary? Or is it my reputation? Even that is gone.
Giovanna sends me here.
Giovanna? What could I have for her? I have nothing, as you see.
She would like to dine with you.
Certainly.
May I say the answer is yes?
Yes, 1,000,000 times. Tonight.
Very well. She will be pleased.
The maid leaves. The falcon heard Federico say, "I have nothing," and is filled with sorrow. He has had the illusion to be a lot to Federico.
I have nothing. I used to be proud of my bad looks and the fear they could produce. I was proud of our solitude. I'm just a little something to him, a memento of his old life, like an object one grabs in a panic.
The falcon approaches Federico.
I heard a voice, a female voice, was it?
Just somebody, dear friend. Let's not think about it.
I thought I recognized the voice.
You did.
We are so poor. What could anybody want?
Nothing. Sit by me.
Lady Giovanna wishes to see you.
It's just a dream. I have muck in my hair and clothes, and what can I offer?
I heard word of a dinner.
You heard right.
You can't give up so. A dream came kneeling in front of you.
I have nothing. I am nothing.
She called on you. She wants to see you.
Dinner! What shall I offer her? What?
Sir.
What?
They both realize that the falcon can become a meal. Federico is tempted and horrified.
Sir.
Good God!
No.
I have done nothing to return your devotion.
Her little heart, my dearest.
What have you done?
I don't comprehend it myself. So be it.
How?
Hide her where he cannot find her, never and never more.
A gazelle. If she has to come to dust, may she have golden eyes.
Falcon changes himself into a gazelle, taunts Federico to kill her.
You, Federico, you show fear of a gazelle?
What is this?
Hunter, don't turn deaf ears to your job.
This disguise is not enough. His affection is not dead, not even ailing.
Come on, Hunter, what has sapped your bones?
Federico cannot kill her.
Like this?
Simply do it.
I kill
It's nothing. A gazelle, damn you. Do it.
me.
Let me feel the blade, the sharp cut. You think I'm scared? I want it. It's all I want. Take my claws and my heart. Take them for your love.
Dearest friend,
There's no friend anymore. Just bones. I can't have your love. Set me free.
Yes! Furious rage! A wild boar indeed!
The falcon changes into a boar, attacks.
Defend yourself, Federico. Grab a spear.
The boar falcon madly charges Federico, who instinctively raises his spear to strike. Boccaccio chucks his pen.
No, I cannot do this!
I can.
Cupid uncovers Boccaccio's eyes.
Watch. The work of Cupid, the mighty god of love. I can do this and more. Look, see my work in all its splendor.
The spear strikes the boar falcon to death. The scene changes. It's the end of the meal. Giovanna is sitting with her maid. Federico scurries in with a pitcher of fresh water. He is mumbling unintelligibly.
I thank you for your meal.
Too much, not too much, not too much.
Your kindness in receiving me.
Federigo is distracted, distressed, feverish.
It's my pleasure, my greatest pleasure. Simpler than killing, nothing left to clean up or throw away, just thoughts driving me in circles around my room at night when the world lies silent. Madonna Giovanna, silence. Cannot conceive of a job I've done. My friend was up with the day, every day, till yesterday. Till today.
Yes?
Exactly.
Sir Federigo, I need to accommodate you with a request.
Please.
It is the wish of my child. So sick, the doctors have given me no hope.
Hope? In some dark and filthy nook, there must still be a spark of hope.
My child has been enamored with your falcon.
The falcon, a tiny little thing, could fit in my hands like a toy if wind and rain and lightning sent him home to rest.
And he wishes with all his heart to have it.
Oh, have it. Have the falcon.
You must forgive my boldness. I know how dear the falcon is to you.
Have the falcon. Me who shut the door to keep him safe from thieves and rogues. Have the falcon.
Giovanna backs off.
Why are you backing off?
I'm scared. Your love for the falcon scares me, sir. I wish I could stop myself from asking, but my child is pleading on his deathbed.
Giovanna falls to her knees.
He's pleading, sir, and so do I on my knees. I plead.
I cannot give the falcon to you. I already did.
A song of nymphs, a font, a buzzing of flies. Federigo listens attentively to these sounds. He is the only one to hear.
In the wee, wee hours of the morning, what do you see in the sky? I see myself, alone, like in a mirror.
The empty hut. It is abandoned. Wind, leaves, dust. Cupid carries a white tunic draped over one arm. The nymph is painfully getting up from the dust. She is covered with soot and blood.
I send you to Earth to be a chimney sweep.
No, sir.
You'll do better tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
No tomorrow. I died on Earth. My bones are thrown in the dirt and my hair feeds daffodils and snakes.
To become a human and get away with it? What were you dreaming?
Well, I was a bird of the air, singing at your kingdom's gates. My breath was one with the wind and sunlight. I fought the rage of winter and drunk from rain.
Did you rest on the heart of your loved one?
His love was winter frost.
So, tell me what you did.
I loved him more.
You are not wise indeed. Brave?
Never. I made a spectacle of my art and made myself a meal.
Oh, truth. The ugly beast has no kindness.
Dearest immortal, move away. My bones smell of cat piss tossed in the dirt.
The nymph smiles with a little shrug.
How shall we do this? Is it a goodbye?
I brought you a white tunic.
Cupid offers the tunic.
The cloth of honor? Is this a joke?
This cloth is yours. Ulysses, Hercules, and plenty more. Honor has heavy wings, but you carried yourself with grace. You stooped, but neither gods nor men could break your will to love.
Cupid gives the tunic to the nymph and heads out. She stands still, dumbstruck. Cupid turns.
Are you coming? It'll be winter soon on Earth, and a fine season it is, but in Olympus it's finer still.
Scene changes. Years have passed. A celebration in the palace of Giovanna. She asks for a song of love. A beggar, Federigo, takes courage.
A song of love, you ask. I have one. And for a piece of bread, it's yours. It is the story of a gentleman hunter.
Pray tell.
No sense can be made of it. It just draws a scar on the memory, ugly and purulent. But as you wish to hear it, and I long to eat, so here it is.
The beggar, Federigo, tells the story, enacting it for the crowd. He tells the story like a drunken clown in a commedia scenario. We can only see his actions, but can only hear the roaring laughter of the audience, particularly at the death of the Falcon. The success of the scene is such that the beggar, Federigo, repeats it a few times. Giovanna alone understands that the story of Federigo degli Alberi in love with her. Moved, she goes to the beggar, Federigo.
It is a beautiful story, and I find it very sad indeed. Ask me all you want.
Bread from your hand.
Sir, pray tell me more. I feel I know your voice and your story.
Trembling, the storyteller reveals himself as Federigo.
I am Federigo. My sight recoils at the sky till God has mercy and I go blind. The falcon is no more. I wish I had sunk out of sight like a wine cart, creaking and leaking. The prints of my heels and the dust outlast a little wind, then disappear.
Giovanna offers him a sip from her own cup of wine, deeply touched.
You'd be a fool.
Federigo reaches for the cup. Boccaccio storms the scene. His intrusion stops Giovanna and Federigo in mid-action.
A happy ending? What's this hoax? I cannot put my reputation at stake with such a choice.
But surely you are the one writing it.
I must have dozed off while the pen wriggled on and on.
Make way to what is meant to happen.
I'll tell you what is meant to happen.
Boccaccio pulls in a cheesy backdrop behind Federigo and Giovanna. Boccaccio pens furiously a teary goodbye between the two. Cupid repeats what Boccaccio writes, pretending to savor it.
Goodbye, dearest. Farewell. The cure for love is death. Oh, dearest, separation is worse than death, or something.
Or something.
That's what I said. Time is pressing.
Boccaccio drags a big, shiny moon dangling from a wire to Cupid.
The moon will speak some sense into them if you won't.
Why make a wish and then dissolve it? Why?
I am not leaving till Giovanna is free from this scoundrel. Moon, do some trickery. Give them some tremor of the soul to sneak upon them very swiftly. A strange fumbling intuition that they must part.
Let's see.
Make them feel it's too late. Love is poisoned.
There. Your beloved lady turns away. Looks scared. The journey is done.
Scared? I didn't say scare her. Moon, tell her. Don't be scared. Don't be...
They are parting.
They're...
Excellent then. Do they both die?
It's fair, but she survives.
Poor soul. Free to love others? Like a poet. A writer, maybe.
Federigo, Giovanna, speak. Say goodbye to the task my pen summons you to. What's to come is frightful and excellent. Come to the tears, the protests. I say there is no cure for it. I repeat, come and bid each other farewell.
I'm afraid I must leave.
Farewell? I've just been called to life by your story.
Oh, sweet, lovely lady, he's not worthy of you.
A curious destiny. We meet at last, and we part.
But why?
Just do it.
Why? I don't know.
Forever part. Why these words? It's like cold wind and rain.
And I say...
Parting is worse than death.
But when...
Wait, it isn't so. It cannot be.
Exactly. It is death is better than parting.
Or something.
Cupid nods and applauds in an exaggerated approval.
Ah, Sir Boccaccio, so this is your prose. I hear at last. What perfume in the words. All other writers reek.
Goodbye, Federigo, goodbye. The best laid schemes start in fun and joking, but it is fate that pens the last revision. He does the mocking. Go! Away with you!
Federigo brings a hand to his heart.
What is it?
I was remembering.
You did not. I am your memory. And let me remind you what used to drive women mad about you, you little...
I too remember our first encounter.
There, remember a tomcat on the loose.
No, not true.
True, I do. I do remember. Your lips, your cheek, your sweet spirit, and the belief you could always steal a kiss. The little rascal. You never said adieu without immediately forgetting. Your mirth stirred the mercy of the angriest gods.
All right, all right.
Until you met me.
Giovanna, what do I see in your eyes? Sadness? Dear, what is this? What have I done to you?
Our story is now perfect.
It's a mistake. I intended to write something different. Theft, larceny.
I forgive you. Forgive yourself, Federico. Sit, let us walk together. Sir, let us walk together to the promise of a different day. And if the day brings dust or rain, we'll hold hands for warmth. What can I wish different? What can you?
Ah, my lady, coward that I am, I don't dare to know my own heart's desire.
What am I to do otherwise?
You wish this man?
Let's never part.
Is this your will?
It is.
I heard. Who am I to speak for you? How could I hold you when I run here and there, a servant to this tale and that? For a moment I listen to the sound of my soul and then I'm off again. My faults less lovable with the years, the words more worn. I heard, my lovely lady, I heard.
You heard, my beloved.
I heard, dearest.
Madonna Giovanna, I gave you life. I am your slave. Have what you wish. I swear allegiance to your heart.
Boccaccio lunges to the backdrop and tears it.
The cure for love is death. I write this? It's not possible. This drivel will tear my heart in 7 pieces. Away with this!
Behind the backdrop is revealed the wedding being prepared for Federigo and Giovanna. Giovanna and Federigo walk to their wedding hand in hand.
There, rest your pen. Your sacred ministry is done.
Boccaccio and Cupid walk away as old pals.
My friend, a question is pressing on my mind. Fierce, a tiger circling in her cage.
What question could this be?
I have heard a rumor, certainly just a whisper of silly nymphs under a quiet moon. A rumor that on earth the name of Zeus and the eternal gods of Olympus lay forgotten. Vanished, I hear, like the icicles at thaw of spring. You heard too.
No harm in idle gossip.
I've heard of new gods. I've heard the new gods are not a petty, but striving for the good. Not as quick to jump to their spears and flaming thunders.
Old wives' tales. Boccaccio will wake no more and be forgotten in the eternal silence. But Cupid, the mortals will sing to you. Lay at your feet their noisy dreams, your light to guide them through the darkness of sorrow and tears too deep to find the eyes.
I am safe, you say? And all the gods of Olympus are... We could dispense with the wretched Mercury, of course.
Mercury! I just about forgot. Help me look for him. I need to rest my soul with a story about a scam. No frills, no quivers of the heart.
Mercury? Hush, hush. Let me tell you a story I've never told a soul before.
Boccaccio and Cupid exit, talking animatedly. The empty stage for a moment, the scattered pages Boccaccio wrote roll into the wind. The sound of wind whistling. Suddenly, Mercury flies in hot pursuit of Boccaccio.
Boccaccio! Boccaccio! A story! I have it! Larceny! Fact! Boccaccio!
Mercury disappears.
Boccaccio! Giovanni Boccaccio!
End of play.